everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario and Luigi Partners in Time playthrough. Last time we defeated Kamek, but unfortunately got swallowed by the giant Yube monster. So now we are inside the Yube's belly, trying to find a way out of here, and also see where Bowser, or Baby Bowser, ended up being. So let's go ahead and continue by jumping down this hole together, not with just the babies, because we need everyone together for this, guys. We need everyone together for this. We can also get some items as well. Looks like we also have some enemy fights. Even though we have seen these before, I'll go ahead and show a couple of these just in the interest of, you know, still showing these fights for what they are. Now that we have, like, leveled up a few times, it'll be interesting to see, like, how our damage output, actually manages to help us here a bit more. Unfortunately, it looks like this dry bones is going to take a little bit of extra time. I'm also trying to see if I can get any, like, new attacks, but I guess that flying saucer attack is apparently the only one the RC Schruber actually has. Which is kind of lame, but whatever, it is what it is. Also, I keep messing up the timing on that sometimes. Okay, so there is actually another attack. For this one, it looks like this is just a case of dodging the jumps as the RC little drone guy marches forward. Nothing too complicated anyway. This guy should only take one more attack, though. Or, no, okay, he's still going. This will get him, though. Or not. I guess he only used the saucer attack once, so he probably still had some damage left. Which is not a problem. I went ahead and cut that fight out because it was pretty much the same fight we just finished, so wasn't a reason to show that. This fight's a little different, so I guess we'll do this one, although again, it's just two RC Shrubers, so not even like that different. But yeah, be careful of the little RC drone thing. Sometimes he stops before he runs at the brothers, other times they'll just immediately just go for the brothers. You have to be just very observant and ready to press those buttons, I guess. Okay, so we got this, one-up mushroom. Guessing we have another enemy fight coming up here in a second. Yep. Okay, we're done with that. There's the Chomp Rock that the Yoshis pushed down there. And we're not done with fights, holy crap. Yeah, that long hallway was just a giant hallway of enemy fights, apparently. Not even like a bean spot or anything like that. Okay, well let's go ahead and continue on and head down to the lower part of the giant Yube monster. It doesn't seem like there's actually that many rooms left, though. I don't see any other warp pipes in the room either, so we could actually be about done with this area, believe it or not. I might just try to play through the end of this section and end the video there when we finish everything. So we're going to go ahead and save our game and move forward. Whoa! Help! Oh god! Bleh, this is gross. Ouch! Dark too. Oh no! Are they trying to turn Yoshis into those monsters too? I don't like the look of this, guys. Well, I am stupa-mortified. There's an egg factory in this beast's dorsal cavity. This is vile shrub work. We must do whatever it takes to free the captive Yoshis. Not only that, we need to find Bowser and his precious belly. Back to adventure! There, he actually said it for once. He's officially said that 10 times now, which is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to try to get all these items before I do any of these fights, just to show them off. But if I do get into a fight, I get into a fight. So let's see, going through here. Whoa, look out. Okay, any other items before we get moving? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, let me get rid of these enemies now. Okay, looks like we got a level up here. So Mario's at level 13 now. They're actually kind of catching back up to the Baby Bros, I think. Because, yeah, didn't the Baby Bros make it to 13, but they haven't made it to 14 yet? That's... I mean, it could just be the experience values getting higher at this point. I guess that's not too unheard of. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Ah, dang it. Messed that up. Let's see if I can get a better sequence with Luigi here. Nope. Also messed up with him. I mean, I still got a little bit of extra attack in, I guess. It's not all bad. It's just, again, kind of a shame it didn't get more. Well, whatever. You do what you can do, I guess. Okay, well, the Baby Bros also managed to get up another level as soon as I mentioned that other thing. So they're going to be increasing defense now. 6, 6, 6. Oh, man, I am just messing up the timing on these sets of levels, I guess. Not for Baby Luigi, though. Baby Luigi is becoming a tank. Okay, so I think that is all the enemies here. Let me just make sure there's no bean spots. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, let's see if we can save these Yoshis from becoming, I guess, a giant omelet. Whoa, the Yoshis are here. They're actually doing something. Actually trying to save the day. Do not blame them, though. Yoshis do that. So let's do this. Let's throw the babies on the trampoline, as we normally do. What do we got here? Don't get eggs wet. Well, what if I want to get eggs wet? It's not all bad. Honestly, like, whenever I have, like, oh, shoot. Whenever I have, like, soft or hard-boiled eggs, I always kind of run them through water before I open them up, just because they're easier to open, it seems like, after putting them in warm water for a little bit, so... You know, that's how I personally, that's my example of getting eggs wet. Hey, you're all here. You want to roll this thing? Is that it? Let's do it. But that's not all. We have another egg to get. There we go. Ew, that was gnarly. That's not a word I would use to describe that. Aha, found you. You gotta roll another? Looks that way. I mean, it's really the Yube's fault for eating all these huge rocks. You gotta keep in mind that, like, this Yube was, like, a lot smaller before Kamek, or not Kamek, but the Shroobs increased its size. So that rock must have been pretty huge to gulp down in one gulp. So I have no sympathy for that Yube right now. Okay, looks like we got another kind of little mini gauntlet of enemies here. Honestly, that's kind of my, like, main thing with this game. Like, I feel like the areas in Superstar Saga were pretty huge at times, but I feel like when it came to that game, like, at least the areas were more compact. Well, in this game, it just feels like a lot of the rooms are just, like, giant rooms of nothing but enemies, like, non-stop. Well, I'm actually surprised I got the timing on that. Probably should go after the dry bones first. But yeah, these are where the fights with the babies kind of get a little intimidating at times, because now we have to take on multiple enemies, and even enemies that the babies aren't used to fighting on their own. So I would, first of all, definitely aim for the dry bones first. See if we can get... Damn it. Man, I am just not great at the timing right now. So I'm not even... Okay, I might as well just do the jump anyway. Now, I do have to be careful, though, because if the babies manage to get KO'd, then you will get a game over. Now, there is kind of a safety catch of a game over. It won't always just, like, it won't just return you to your last save point. You have, like, a safety save, where it does actually also get rid of all the enemies you fought to that point anyway. So at least there's that. But yeah, definitely, like, just be careful when you're kind of getting low with your baby bros. You don't want them to die. I mean, they are your past selves. If your baby selves die, that means that your normal selves will die too, to an extent, because of the temporal time paradox that would cause. I hate time travel. I mean, really, like, I shouldn't be that, like, that annoyed with, like, time travel storylines and plot elements and stuff. Because, I mean, really, the basic lowdown for those stories is, like, okay, so if you, like, try not to interact with your past selves, otherwise you might change the future in, like, you know, ways that would just kind of mess up with the, you know, the general timeline and whatnot. And then, of course, like, well, really, that's about it. Like, you know, like, just try not to affect things that would, in turn, affect the future as a result. But then you just have, like, a lot of stories that kind of go, like, above and beyond that and kind of play with those rules to an extent, and then it just becomes, like, kind of a tangled mess. That's why I generally am not, like, super fond of those stories. Okay, that room has been taken care of with enemies. Now, we have two different paths we can go. Now, the thing is, whenever you see, like, a room that's kind of secluded like this, at the very bottom here, that's usually a pretty strong indication that we have one of these rooms, where you have the block with the little mini-game where you can get coins. That's what I've kind of noticed in this game. If you ever see kind of like a room by itself, usually that room's not important, but in the case of this, again, if you want some coins, this is, you know, definitely something you may want to at least take a look at, just so you can get some extra money for when you get back to Peach's Castle, or just any general shops later on. Okay, well, I got 200 coins from that, which is not too bad. Before we move on, let's go ahead and talk to these Yoshis, though. Just for fun. Where's the exit? This is for you. Oh, thank you. So yeah, like, definitely talk to these NPCs, because they will give you some good stuff. Must have food. Here you go. 4 smash eggs. Not bad, not bad. I'll take those. This green Yoshi, we should be getting out of here soon, right? And most importantly, I want to talk to the red Yoshi here, because I believe he actually gives you a badge. Go on and take this. You got a drain badge, which I think we've gotten, or we've at least seen what these do. But drain badge, recover a few HP depending on how many times you damage the foe. So, you know, just kind of like one of those good badges. You can just do some little extra damage here and there. Recover damage as you're fighting if you're having, you know, some issues keeping your HP up. Become impervious to all status effects, which I honestly want to keep that on, I think, because status effects can be really, really obnoxious. And also, before we leave, let's go ahead and also grab that bean. And with that, we can continue. And there's not very many rooms left in this area. It looks like we have just, like, really just one room left. So we're about done with this place. Hey, it's a toad. Hold on, Bye Boogity. I'll bust you out of there. Hey, hang on. Who are you guys? What? Toadbert? Did you say my name's Toadbert? A toad from the Mushroom Kingdom? Princess Peach? Time Machine?
Oh yeah.
Ow. The past is a total blank. It makes my mind hurt. No matter how hard I try, I can't remember a thing. Wait, no, I just lied. There is one thing. Every once in a while, a dim memory surfaces. I drew this picture of the image, my brain art. I honestly don't have a clue what this is. What I do know is that it scares my cap off. I think that's the reason my memory is blank. I can't bear to remember. So we got Toadbert's drawing. We'll have to maybe make some sense out of this later. One day I just woke up in the Yoshi's village. Then that huge lizard snarked us all down. Huh? These eggs? My friends, the Yoshis, are trapped inside of them. And the Yoshis that were in eggs are probably going to be reborn as monsters. I've got to hurry and get them out of there, but there's this huge nasty thing in the back who's guarding the exit. What? You're gonna take that thing out? Are you out of your tree? It's big and scary, and it smells really weird.
Oh yeah.
Man, who are you guys?
Let's go. Yahoo.
You could also just, you know, like, break them open now. Like, apparently not. Okay. Well, and here we do have a save point and another bean spot. Let's go ahead and grab this really quick. Jump up here, and I guess we'll go ahead and recover using some of the mushrooms we have. I know we have better mushrooms, but I mean, we may as well use the weaker ones and save the other ones for later, if we can do that. Okay, so we saved our game. Let's go ahead and see what is inside this room right here. Oh god, that thing looks kind of creepy. Luigi! Damn it, Luigi. Don't you harm those eggs. Just let them go, Bye Boogity. Sorry to interrupt. I just had to see if I could help out. Luigi! Grrr. Hey! Hey, lip hair! Yeah, you! Don't just lie there! Get me out of here! Okay, so we have another boss fight. This guy is called Sunnyside. And before people who watch my Let's Plays ask, no, that is not the reference of the name of my executor in my Pokemon Blue Let's Play. I just kind of like Sunnyside as the name for that Pokemon because, again, eggs and everything. But yeah, this boss is called Sunnyside, which I think is kind of funny. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this fight. As you can see, there are a lot of targets here. Sunnyside is in the back, surrounded by all of these eggs. We know that there are Yoshis inside of these eggs, so we need to do what we can to save them. So let's go ahead and look at what we got here. Let's kind of start off by showing off the ice flower, since we haven't really used that yet. I want to say Sunnyside is actually weak to fire, though. So like, don't just use ice in this fight. We're mainly just using ice just to show it off, and again, we have more of them, so that's kind of what we're doing here. So let's go ahead. I guess we'll go ahead and use a fire egg or a fire flower just to demonstrate. And there we go. We rescued a Yoshi, and it looks like that Yoshi is going to try to help us out by pushing a Chomp Rock down on this boss. Now here's the thing about this boss. This boss is actually kind of, at this point anyway, his weak point is not showing, so we won't actually be doing a lot of damage to him. Just to demonstrate, as you can see, yeah, we're only doing like 3 to 6 damage. This guy has about just a little more HP than what Kamek had, like kind of the late 400s. So yeah, it's going to be a very long fight if we just try to whittle him down with those just like kind of weaker attacks. So obviously we're going to try to still do as much damage as we can. And again, just to demonstrate, we'll use Ice Flower. And this I feel like will do even less damage than what we were doing earlier. Still 20, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and break the Yoshi out of the shell too. Looks like we got a black Yoshi. I did actually find out that in other versions of this game, instead of a black Yoshi, it's actually a yellow Yoshi, which I always thought was kind of interesting. That there is no black Yoshi in the other versions, but there is apparently in the American English version. North American version, I guess, is the best way to say it, anyway. Let's go ahead and use some more. I like focusing on these multi-hit attacks just because... No! Oh no, he's gonna heal. So yeah, that happens if you end up missing, so be careful of that. Oh wow, we rescued 5 Yoshis from that. So with that, we're going to push the Chomp Rock down. That will actually expose Sunnyside's weakness. And I was not ready for that. So now that his weakness is shown, we can actually kind of start using some other attacks on him. Let's go ahead and go with Cannonballers. Again, it's such a good single target attack. We also got a Lucky, which did over like 100 damage as a result. Let's see if we can do some more damage here. So, B, Y, X, A, B, Y, X, A. And see, even then, that wasn't over 100, but it's still pretty damn close to 100, so... Again, it's very good damage. A, B, Y, X, A, B, Y. Damn it, I mixed them up! I mixed Y and X up. Still, though, I mean, it's still not bad damage, regardless. And see, after a couple of rounds, he will get back up and essentially repeat the same phase from earlier. Usually the timing for this really isn't too bad. It's just a matter of when he swings his arm around, that's when you want to obviously jump. So the timing itself is honestly pretty generous. I'm going to go ahead and just get these guys out of the eggs just so I don't waste Bros items. That's honestly what I probably should have been doing earlier. Didn't really need to get so happy with Bros items earlier. Especially if there's only going to be 2 or 1 of them. Because I believe these eggs only have about like 30 HP, and obviously with one piggyback jump we can break them open, so makes sense to do that instead. So yeah, again, when he swirls his other arm around, that's when you want to jump. Pretty easy timing. Honestly, this is a pretty simple boss for the most part. Not really a lot you have to think about here. Just focus on what you're doing. Get that weak point to be exposed. Learn the timing for all the different attacks, and you should be fine. I'm going to use one more cannonballers, and then maybe after that I'll try some other bros attacks, but I think that should be it. No, he's still going? Okay, well, in that case we'll use the Smash Egg. Oh wow, Smash Eggs will actually... I don't really see the point of using that, though, on a multi-attack, but may as well, I guess. Ooh, got a super mushroom out of it. And there we go. Sunnyside is defeated. There's still one more egg, but the Yoshi will break out and get the heck out of there, and we did it. That'll do it for the Sunnyside fight. Didn't get any level ups, but that's okay. We got a lot of level ups in this dungeon anyway, so feel pretty good about that. And with that, Sunnyside has been defeated. Oh, yes! I bet if we go into this hole, we'll be free. The exit. Okay, well, I don't feel exactly thrilled about jumping into a random hole in the lower part of a giant monster's belly, but we don't exactly have a choice now, do we? Ouch. Well, we were able to perform a dash and escape, weren't we? An adventure-filled escape from a massive pink horror. Although the fact he still is alive is not a great, great thing to think about, but that hulking monstrostroid isn't moving anymore, is it? I would surmise that the egg supplied the big Hungrinator with its energy, yes indeed. We better hurry and get these eggs back to the village where they belong, by boogity. Wow, seems like they somehow know that they all made it home. Come on, everyone. I suggest a return to the village to see what's happening. I suppose we could do that. Plus, we'll need to leave here at some point, right? Wahaha! Listen up, lizards. I'm the one who saved you. Me! So make with the gratitude and the goodies, too. Thanks a bunch, pal. Thank you. Thank you. Grrr! This is not happening again. Let me just guess. You're here for the cookies. I'll scarf them all before I let you touch a single crumb. Or... bleh. Blah! Look! Magic! He's amazing! Oops. Well, no wonder. I forgot I'd eaten those. Wait, what? What's going on? Yow! Wow, awesome. Our hero can fly. You're the best. Yes, you recovered 2 Cobalt Star shards. For the love of luggage. Oh, God. Those Cobalt Star shards hold a pugilistic power. There's no record of this in my databanks. I believe we made an important discovery. I would wager that Toadbert's drawing contains some special secret as well. Let's return in our own time and confer with the professor. Back to adventure! Listen up, Yoshis. These guys here saved you, not that little piggy. He was in an egg the whole time, by boogity. Seriously? Yep, I saw it all, every bit of it. These guys rock. Oh, wow. Thanks, you guys. Seriously. Yay! 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 And with that, we now return back to our own time. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and actually end the video right here. We'll go ahead and continue on and find out the next part of our journey when we return. And there might be a couple of other things we're going to be doing in the castle before we actually move on to the next area. So we'll obviously take care of that stuff too. But thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you guys next time. Later, folks.